Now to another story that we're following tonight. Governor Gavin Newsom says he's waving a red flag as the state sees a record number of COVID-19 cases. 51 of the state's 58 counties are now in the state's most restrictive tier, which could lead to a second lockdown. KSBY's Melissa Newman joins us live in San Luis Obispo now with the concerns mental health professionals have if that were to happen. Melissa?
Richard, back in March, a lot of people probably thought the pandemic would be over by this time of year, and now feelings of anxiety, fear, and even anger for some are creeping back as cases of COVID-19 surge across the country. Tonight, I spoke with mental health professionals who share what they're hearing from people seeking help and also tips in case we go into a second lockdown. Distressing news for Californians Monday as Governor Gavin Newsom says the rise in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations could mean another shutdown similar to the one in March.
We are assessing this in real time over the next day or two to make determinations of deep purple moves in those purple tiered status that is more equivalent, more in line with the stay-at-home order that folks were familiar with in the beginning of this year.
Mental health professionals say while restrictions have loosened these past few months, the pandemic is still impacting people.
For some reason, in October in particular, we had quite a jump in calls compared to previous months. And even compared to the same time last year, we had about 400 more calls this October compared to last October. So many more people reaching out for help, inquiring about services, trying to get connected to supports in the community.
So what would a second lockdown mean for those who may be struggling?
If you're being honest with yourself, you really want to be able to do things, and yet we know there's certain limitations. So what I would expect to see is more people feeling even more depressed or disappointed. Because again, we're coming into a period of time where people have certain celebrations that they do.
Experts say it's best to make sure you're taking care of yourself better, like eating healthier and spending time outdoors.
What are some of the things that I can do to take care of myself and really, giving ourselves grace around that? Like, okay, yeah, I realize I'm just not at my best right now. And I have to accept that for now. And no, it won't always be this way.
Don't think about a holiday is coming and I must do it this way. Think of creating a new tradition in this new format that you can celebrate and enjoy. And that's what it's going to take people to think about doing things in a new way to keep them and their loved ones safe, but also still make most of their lives and enjoy this time of year.
Experts I spoke with tonight say instead of texting friends and family, maybe try giving them a call or even scheduling a call on Zoom. They say seeing a loved one's face or hearing their voice can be a lot more comforting than a text. Reporting live in San Luis Obispo, Melissa Newman, KSBY News.
All right, Melissa, thank you. The SLO hotline is available for those who need help with mental health resources in the community. That number is 1-800-783-0607.